Yo, what's up, y'all? It's me, DMC, and the place to be. And the only place for you to be right now is right here on I Believe TV with the one and only Professor X. Because I believe that it's going to go down right now.
BraunAbility, we're the world's largest manufacturer of wheelchair-accessible vehicles. That actually started out by Ralph Braun, who was in a wheelchair himself, had muscular dystrophy, and through his own need created products. It started with a motorized wheelchair to a wheelchair lift that would fit into a van or a vehicle, and to now a full spectrum of wheelchair-accessible vehicles, whether it be from a sporty SUV, wheelchair-accessible SUV, to the Pacifica, to a Toyota, to a Honda, whether it be side entry or rear entry. BraunAbility provides the widest spectrum of mobility solutions for our customers so that they have a vehicle that fits their need, fits their lifestyle, fits their budget, and fits their functional needs.
Mobility Works goes sometimes above and beyond what Braun provides, and other manufacturers like them, like VMI and some other manufacturers. And we sometimes will install lifts or chairs for clamps. I mean, whatever is needed to come up with a 100% solution for your mobile needs. We do that. We do that for you. So I'd like you guys to step here and see the first vehicle that Braun has made. This is more for the younger buyer that just wants to look a lot cooler than, say, driving a minivan. So Braun has worked hand in hand with Ford to make this vehicle, and what they've been able to do with this vehicle is just an outstanding piece of an engineering standpoint of an accomplishment. They've been able to work with Ford. I apologize. Sorry. And make an automatic ramp that hides inside the chassis, and a sliding door that resembles that of a minivan while still using its OEM parts. This was hand in hand done with all the Ford engineers to come up with something like this. It is a fantastic piece of accomplishment that they've done. So when you get into this vehicle, the door comes with a patented pivot system like no other. The car actually kneels down and drops closer to the floor so that you have easy access to get into the car. Now, the way this car was modified, they had the seat in the driver position cannot be moved. But this is meant for somebody that can drive, and you will be able to remove the seat in the driver position just like the passenger seat is removed. Now, the way it's set up is for a person that has a lot of upper body strength that can transfer themselves from their seat to the driver's seat. The driver's seat will actually move back with a remote, in hand and pivot so that he can move himself easily. All right, and you'll see that this chair is right over here. If you're a driver and you are one of those people that can just walk in with your chair and lock yourself in, that's exactly how the chair comes out for the driver and the passenger side. Okay. This right here is coming out in about a week or two. This is the Chrysler 2017 Chrysler Pacifica side entry vehicle. It's just about to pass CARB approval so that it's able to be legally sold in the U.S. The biggest room that you will get in any minivan, period. The only minivan with a 15-inch drop from where the chassis was before to the bottom. Most other minivans are 14-inch at max. As you can see, lots of room, front and back, and right under here, they made an indentation so that you can swing your feet while you're turning the wheelchair left and right. Patented tracking system, so you can tie down the person on the mobile wheelchair, and I mean, pretty easy. Again, this car kneels, and you will see the chassis slowly moving upwards off the ground, and the door sliding back. Again, when purchasing a Braun product, most store tracks will normally stop right around here. Braun has a patented system. If you look over here, this right here, where it says U.S. patent pending for Braun, where actually extends it another 6 inches out. So you open where a normal door would normally stop right around here, this vehicle goes even further out. So there's nothing in the market like it. You want to record, take a camera right here so you can see exactly how that system just latches in and goes in. Fantastic. This was a hand one. There's also electric versions as well, and only Dodge, I believe Chrysler, and I know Toyota for a fact are the only ones that have the electric. The Honda does not. So you will be able to have your loved one front and center so that they feel like they're part of the conversation when they're inside the vehicle. When you have extra people in the vehicle, you have flip down seats right over here. It's locked. All right. You got it? Good. So, he's doing that for you right now. He's putting the seat down. So, instead of having the person all the way to the front, you can tie down your loved one into the back seat, and you'll be able to fit 5 people total with the mobile wheelchair or hand wheelchair. So there he is, having fun. Now, for those that still want your loved one to still be front and center in the vehicle, they also do sell smaller width chairs, aftermarket. They'll bring the seats closer to the door. They get a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on all mobile conversions. Braun is our go-to dealer because what they do is they use all OEM Tier 1 parts. So what it means is if Honda uses a special company to make brake lines or brake pads or whatever, when we do the conversion, those things have to get changed because you're dropping 14 inches or 10 inches. You're extending all the cables. You're bringing up the suspension because it's actually higher. You're doing a lot of different modifications to the car. So you don't want nothing stretched. And what happens when you stretch things, the car's flexing left and right while you're driving and everything, they start to rub against the chassis, they break. And I mean, I don't know about you, but the one thing I wouldn't want is to have my loved one in a car and the brakes fail, or anything similar that might be rubbing against the vehicle. Same thing with suspension. We changed the whole system to modify, not we, Braun, changes the whole system to modify, and they all use tier 1 parts, which means that whatever the manufacturer uses, that's who they work with to make the vehicle. All around the edges and stuff like that, trying to tie everything down, you will not see that with Braun. Everything in the center console, when this gets removed, like center consoles and stuff, everything gets put back in the middle. You can't tell that this has been modified, not from the manufacturer. So it's a product I like to trust. I mean, there's many reasons why I would like to, recommend Braun as the #1 product, but there's also other viable options out there. And these people, I mean, the prices are practically the same as everybody else, even though they spend more money to make it better than other conversions. The prices are almost practically the same, if not slightly more. So I digress from what Mobility Works is. Mobility Works tries to get you into the right vehicle for your family, whether converting your vehicle or just getting a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. We find ways to help, whether it's government related, you're in the VA, so you're a veteran. With trusts, we work with everyone to help everyone get into a vehicle. We try to find the right solution for you. We try not to say that we can't get a vehicle for somebody. We can't help them in any way. We find solutions. And my name is Danny Rodriguez. I'm a certified mobility consultant with Mobility Works, and I'm with Richard Gaskin. I believe.